How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Apologies for the lateness, people. You know what it is already. It's not on purpose, but yeah, we are here, people. Live, 10 past 9, 1.3K already waiting. Hit the like button first and foremost. Let's get the like to 1,000. Make sure you subscribe, notification bell on. Big up the sponsors, man. Still, you know what it is. TB620, 20% off. And yeah, since we're late, we'll get straight into it. I mean, how you man all feeling? I mean,
I don't know, man. You said apologies for late. I thought you were apologizing for Matisse, like just coughing and sneezing into the microphone before you even said hello to people. Like, mute yourself, little bro.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean? SAEED, what's Granddad GRIZZ saying now?
He sneezed and coughed into the microphone, just like Chris.
When did I sneeze? When did I cough? Who? When? No.
Funny replay, man.
Oh, I didn't hear it either, but mate,
I didn't hear it. I heard it before.
You're getting old, GRIZZ, mate.
Yeah.
That was years ago.
What are you snacking on? What are you snacking on today?
I got old years ago.
Yeah.
He's always snacking. There was only one person out of this 6 this morning at 11 a.m. was eating fucking chicken burgers with
what happened in our private fucking WhatsApp
You're on a diet. Your missus is watching because you've been eating chicken burgers and putting it in the group. So if she thinks you're going to work or whatever with a nice packed lunch and eating healthy, you're not, mate.
The man's eating a chicken burger, you know, that's crazy.
He's joking. He's joking. Ha ha.
As disgusting as Toby was to seeing you eating that at 11 o'clock. I could tell by the tone of his text he was fuming at that.
You know what it is? I went past the shop and I remember I thought it's Toby that talked about it. We can't mention it because it's not free promotion. We don't want to free promote someone, but it's that name of that famous shop. But it was SAEED then, yeah? Okay. But it was very average. I'd say 5 strokes. I saw it, but it's humongous. It's like you have to like split it up into 3 portions.
We've been doing in Manny.
It wasn't in Manny. It wasn't Manny.
There's one in
It opened up in East London side. It was in Ilford.
Ilford. Yeah.
How do you know?
Because TOBS told me that they were opening one in Ilford.
Wait, you went all the Ilford?
I don't know what Miami's is.
Toby, it was you then that fucking mentioned
you told us.
I don't know what Miami's is. I found out of oh shit.
How does SAEED know? How does SAEED know?
I got told it was opening in Ilford. That's what I got told.
I just remember, you know, I do remember seeing a photo on Instagram because of what you lot told me, and I said, right, is this the shop you're talking about? And then I think you said, no, this is a different thing, but same owner.
Oh, okay.
Like the setup's all crisp and slick and all of that business, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it's what the content's all about. Like we don't look the best, right? For example, us 6, yeah, but our content is premium. Yeah, it's not about what's on the outside; it's what's on the inside. You see where I'm going with this? Back it up, innit?
Sounds like you're calling us all.
I look pretty. I'd like to think I look okay on the outside.
Okay. Apart from you, okay.
When they open things in London, though, they don't really care about it. They just open it to just get the money.
Yeah.
It's never going to be the same as the original, whether it's from America over here or Manchester over here. But listen, enough chicken talk. What's that? 3.5 minutes of it. I think we've done enough of the. You know, we've got GRIZZ's filling of chicken in. But let's move. Big game of the weekend. I mean, Carabao Cup. That we'll blend that into the conversations on the weekend. So we'll start with the United Chelsea game. United at home. Also 5 goals in the Carabao Cup. RUUD'S Reds, SAEED. I don't think Amorim will be done before Chelsea, right? So it looks like RUUD will be. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it is RUUD'S Reds welcoming Chelsea on Sunday. Talk to me. First game with RUUD. And a big one coming up on the weekend.
Yeah, man. God.
Told you.
Why do we not want to do it now? Now we got RUUD. Why do we not want to do it now? I don't get it.
Told you what was. I'm leaving it. You've been dancing. Do the RUUD dance. Do the RUUD dance.
We can't do it here, man. It's not. You know what I mean? But now, listen. 5-2. Nice little Carabao Cup victory. I mean, anyone gone through? Raise your hands if you're through to the Carabao Cup. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold that. Anyway, nice.
Raise your hands if you're in the top half of the Premier League.
For now.
Raise your hands if you won 4 in a row.
Everyone. You're 14.
Raise your hands if you've got Champions League
in the country.
Is yours gold?
Raise your hands if you've got every year.
Put that one in.
Anyway, listen, man, enough of that title talk, man. We've got to be inclusive, you know what I'm saying to you. But anyway, it's a nice little run out, you know what I'm saying? The game was good little game. Lots of goals. It said it is what it is. Leicester B team, C team, D team. I don't care, mate, because like I said, we've struggled with Coventry and Newport and them teams over there. So it is what it is. And yeah, it was just like you see the shackles off, man, and just bit of freedom, bit of goals. We've not scored 4 goals at home in the first half for God knows how long. Did it. And yeah, man, just a little run out. Ruud van Nistelrooy at the helm. And he's going to be here until November international break, and then Ruben Amorim will come in and do his thing. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. I feel like I'm myself. Good vibes yesterday. Chatting to a lot of people. They feel like, you know what, Ten Hag was a very bad man, and he made us suffer. But we move on, and we look for a new little bounce, if you call it, interim bounce. You know what I'm saying to you? And Chelsea's going to be that team. And unfortunately, Matisse, you ain't going to do anything about it. You haven't done anything about it for the past 11 years. If I'm correct, you have no wins in 11 years.
So do you think that's just going to carry on every year? Or
Yeah.
do you think that will stop?
Yeah. Because
it will probably stop when you're the worst Manchester United team we've ever seen. So this weekend, it will stop.
You think it will stop?
You're not analysed this nice in that Leicester game very well. Did you play well against Leicester?
We did our job.
Did you play well?
We
scored well?
Goals.
Was it different?
We did something that you didn't do yesterday.
So we were playing Newcastle where you're playing Leicester.
Your superstar B team that couldn't get past Newcastle.
Yeah.
But anyway,
your A team have you 14th. So
my thing is right is that at home, I think we're beating Chelsea. I really do. I think the psychological edge will be ours. We'll be positive. The crowd will be up for it, and Chelsea won't have to live with it. Maresca thinks he can come to Old Trafford and thinks he can go get 3 points. Thinks he can do what Tottenham did, Liverpool did. Now ain't happening, mate. You came, and now the party's over. You know when it says party's over? You came too late, Matisse. You know when you get at the door and you say, yo, can I come in? No, late entry, 1 a.m. You know when they say 1 a.m., late entry, finished. That's what you did, Chelsea. And that's what's going to happen, mate. Ruud van Nistelrooy interim is going to teach man like Maresca a little lesson. Yeah? And all of this, Mud Brothers and all of that, yeah? I told you, Matisse, yeah? The contract, you ripped it up too early. Because if we win that game, and I think we will, we'll be 3 points behind you. And then you've got Arsenal next week after that. So it's all fun and games, having a laugh at United and saying all of this and that, but reality is daunting, you guys, and that will happen on Sunday. And you can talk to me about Cole Palmer and this and that, but for me, I think we're going to lock yous up, going to beat yous, and we're going to see a little stream on Sunday night saying, "Oh my God, what happened? You know, Maresca, what did he do? The players, Jackson didn't turn up. This player, that." So I can't lie, man. We are feeling good. You know what I'm saying to you? Like I said, right now, maybe I've got my chest out because we haven't got a manager. Cool. But at the same time, I feel like Ruud gonna have a little bit of magic. You know what I'm saying? So we here, man. We here. I've got my chest out. I'm saying it. I'm not asked. I've got
Can I ask you a
nothing to lose.
question?
Is what it is.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Go on, bro.
What would you say was noticeably different about Man United yesterday for you to mention?
I feel like there was a bit of freedom last night. I felt like there
Can
was.
you elaborate on that freedom? What
In
did you
terms
enjoy
of,
what you were watching?
I felt like for me, when we were attacking, we had consistent patterns in terms of our attacking play. I felt like for me, there wasn't a kind of a situation where I felt like Van Nistelrooy was holding us back, saying, you know what, 2-0, that would have happened maybe on the Ten Hag. And I just felt like for me, players were just passing the ball 1-2 combinations. There was a bit more quickness in our play. And yeah, it was just a bit more kind of easier to watch. Casemiro had a bit more kind of license to go forward, didn't really sit. So I felt like there was a bit more openness, a bit more freedom yesterday. Like I said, I'm not going to take it too much into the Chelsea game, but what I will say is, though,
you seem to be taking all of it into the Chelsea game. You seem to be taking plenty into the Chelsea game. No going back now, brother.
Maybe are. And listen, Chelsea, I ain't going to say they're a shit team. They're a good team, but there's a reason why you lot.
Hold on a second. You don't get to. You don't get to say Chelsea. Chelsea. Hold on a second. Chelsea looks scary. I'm surprised by Chelsea. Chelsea look dangerous. You don't get to make these videos and then come up stomping in here with your former player, striker, who you don't even know what system, what tactics, what tweaks, what formation, what defense, what attack, how you create, how you stop goals. You don't even know anything apart from it will be passion, it will be vibes, it will be aura. You don't get to come up in here and dismantle and disrespect my football club. We are coming to Old Trafford and we are going to beat you. And you are going to go to that stadium and you're going to come outside like you always do. And you're going to cry and it's going to rain and you're going to shout into the mic. But it's okay because you got a new proper manager coming in. Because if RUUD was any good, he'd get the job or he'd at least get interim. Even Ryan Giggs got interim. So you know that you don't really have no legs to stand on with this guy because you didn't watch PSV and you haven't seen him manage a club really against any suitable opposition. So don't come in here talking about my club is this, that, the third, when I've seen you repeatedly, time and time again, crediting and drooling over our attacking options all season. You know what it is, right?
I did say to you,
respect.
I did say to you, did I not say to you when I seen you, are you sure you want to rip up this Mud Brother contract? Did I not say that to you?
Was I not sure? Is it?
Yeah, you were, and that's what I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
There's only 6 points behind us, and if we win this game, and I'm confident we will, it's gonna be free. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's not as if we're Mud Brothers. You know what I mean?
We're not Mud Brothers. I told you.
You know what I'm saying? It's not as if
brothers.
You're not far away from us. So I'm just gonna say to you right now that there's gonna be a different mojo on Sunday. It ain't gonna be the mojo that Tottenham came through and Liverpool came through and half a dozen teams that came to this stadium just to have some fun, man, because there's going to be some more respect on this Old Trafford.
So
RUUD van Nistelrooy is going to tell these, like, listen, yeah.
So why didn't he say this when Ten Hag was in charge?
Have some pride. Yeah, because maybe Van Nistelrooy, Ten Hag was holding us back. That's what's going on. So he's his own man now. He can deliver what he wants to, and he can say, you know what? Go out there. You know what I mean? Attack. That's what this club's all about. Go and attack. Go and entertain the crowd. That's what we're going to hope to do. So let's bring it on. Bring it on, Chelsea.
I've never seen you.
I dare you, man, Chelsea. Yeah,
in the Carabao Cup. I've never seen it.
To our ground, yeah, and beat us, man. I dare you, Matisse.
You don't need to dare us. It's exactly what
dare you.
Dare to do, as Tottenham say, as they slapped you 3-0. Dare to do. It will be done. Don't worry about that.
It'll be done, yeah. 3-0. 3-0.
Brother, I'd like 4, but you know, I'm being conservative about it.
Say less. Say less. Skull, make sure you're clipping this up, yeah?
Hey, you two have gone in. You two have gone in.
Because it's war. You know, they're the reason I've got a Google badges for Conference League games, and they're still butthurt over the whole 4-3 thing that happened at Stamford Bridge last season where Cole Palmer got a hat-trick, but now he's trying to underestimate Cole Palmer. It's fine. It's not a problem.
I'm not underestimating Cole Palmer.
You're going to learn. You're going to learn the hard way. You're going to learn today.
Listen, I've got this.
Toby, why are you putting your hand up like a school kid? Just say something.
Yeah, say what you got to say, man.
I don't want to interrupt. I just wanted to ask SAEED another question because before Ten Hag got sacked, he said Ten Hag out, but he also acknowledged that a lot of his players weren't good. He said that Man United don't have a good squad. He said
no, I didn't say that.
Well, you said the attack is dead. You definitely said the attack is dead.
Yeah, the attack is not great.
But now that Ten Hag's left, you're promising attacking fluidity and quality against Chelsea. So I just want to know what's changed.
It's not what's changed. I just think maybe when I look at RUUD, there's going to be an element of, you know what, go out there and express yourselves. You know what I mean? I think he's going to have that kind of that opinion of, you know what, we need to go and attack. Let's go play with pride. And I think for me,
if they're not good enough,
Can I finish?
Still shit. No, because you're talking shit.
Can I
finish?
Nobody asked you. Toby asked me a question, so let me finish.
You're talking shit, mate. You are talking shit.
Toby, you want to answer?
Shit. Last week you were depressed with your head down. Now you're doing the moonwalk in the car park again, and now you wonder why no one's taking you serious. I've heard more opinions of you than
I don't stay depressed, man. Once I know I'm out of a little bit of a rabbit hole, I'm out.
RUUD van Nistelrooy
I ain't staying depressed. Ten Hag's gone.
I've heard as much shit in my life, man.
Ten Hag's gone, yeah. RUUD'S at the helm. The one that you've been gassing and say, RUUD, that he's at the helm.
Yeah,
So let's have
Shit,
it.
that's why we're doing rude. We're taking the piss out of you, mate.
Good vibe. Good
taking the piss out of him. We don't even know we're taking the piss out of him.
Let's go with it. You know what I'm saying to you? The toxicity's gone now. We're having fun. Chelsea are coming into town.
When we're going rude, he thinks we're bigging him up.
That's going to make Zirkzee. That's going to make Zirkzee shoot better. That's going to make Hoyland shoot better. You're going to turn water into wine in 1 week.
Who said Zirkzee's going to play? Who says Zirkzee's going to play?
Garnacho's apparently just
going to play. Garnacho's going to learn how to 10 G in 15 games. That's all I'm saying. He's got 10 G in 15 games. Rashford.
Why are you 14
going to score against Chelsea?
Sorry?
At this rate.
So who's sorry? Say that again.
I said at this rate, Anthony might F around and score against Chelsea.
Anthony's not fit, I'm afraid. I wish Anthony was there and available. And apparently Anthony's been linked with Chelsea as well, by the way.
No, he hasn't. Don't.
Yeah, it's a bit mad right now.
No, he hasn't. We have a kid called Esteval coming in. We got about three right wingers that we can't even keep in this.
I've seen some stories on there.
Yeah, you've seen nothing, mate. You've not seen those stories. No.
I believe there'll be a message from Ruud, and I think it'll be go out there, get a result, have confidence in you, and that belief more than anything is what these players need. So, you got to go there, Old Trafford, 4:30 kickoff. All the eyes are on you. Bang, deliver. And I think we will. So I'm confident in my own team.
Let me get this right. No plan, no tactics, no system, just belief and desire.
I think there'll be tactics there. Obviously, I don't really know what Ruud's kind of...
You should have kept McTominay if this was your game plan. Where's McTominay for times like this? You need McTominay.
Listen, right now, well, McTominay, boy, he's doing things in Napoli. But right now, there's not... I wouldn't say there's a clear philosophy from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Too early to say. But what I can say that there will be a belief and there will be a willingness to not let him down. You know, it's a club legend there. There'll be a willingness, interim. And also, you got to remember, these guys are now being watched by Ruben Amorim. You know what I mean? So they've got to understand that their place is under cost right now. So they can't F up as well because Ruben Amorim is watching. So for me, everyone's on watch right now. So they've got to deliver and expect them to deliver. Simple.
Matisse. I mean, I saw you earlier. I see you on DR, quite confident. Yeah, I can see you here, quite agitated by SAEED's confidence. You said a lot already.
Yeah, I just need us to go there and do a job. I've seen Liverpool go and do it. I've seen Tottenham go and do it. We are bang smack in the middle of those two teams in terms of where we are on the table. I expect us to go there and do it. All of this rude passion and desire, no system, no tactics, no ideas, no philosophy. It's cute for the first 10-15 minutes when you've got running power to press and to get about. But once those legs kick in for Bruno Fernandes, big game boss man that he is, once Casemiro's legs can't press anymore, once Rashford isn't quite as interested as he usually is, then that's when the game settles down. That's when, you know, the roof starts leaking, the crowd calm down, and now we have to play football. And when we play football, we'll play football better than you. And I believe we'll win the game comfortably. And if we don't win the game comfortably, I'll be very disappointed because I don't think you guys are very good. I think you're 14th for a reason. I think you're actually lucky to be 14th at times. Got a -3 goal difference, maybe it's 4. And Leicester midweek's not going to change that. And our B team losing to Newcastle away is not going to change that. So, yeah, a lot of pressure on us. We made 11 changes for midweek. Made more changes than them. I think we've actually had more rest than them, so that's another thing in our favor. And we lost in the cup, so we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to win. So we have to win, must win, not taking anything other than that. And you guys are going to stay firmly in the mud where you belong. And then when your actual manager comes in, your real manager with his credentials, then maybe we'll take you more seriously. But right now, no thanks.
Ask you a question, Matisse. Why have you beaten us 11 years at Old Trafford?
Well, 11 years is a long time. There's a lot of things that can happen in 11 years. But
no, but I mean, you've had super squads. You've had good managers in that time.
SAEED,
I've seen some probably a better squad than you've got right now.
There's a lot of teams that hadn't beaten you in 11 years, like Brentford at home and all these, but you still lost, didn't you? So there's a lot of records that were broken. So every time you were holding that mic, you were telling me about a new record that was broken at Old Trafford, a new record that, you know, so records can be broken. You know that. You've seen a lot of them broken. So don't worry about the records.
Records can be broken.
Don't worry. No, we didn't have Cole Palmer for 11 years straight, did we? Caicedo playing brilliantly. You know, Caicedo playing brilliantly. Colwell playing very well.
You had Cole Palmer last year, though.
Reece James playing very well. Don't worry about what's been going on over 11 years. Worry about this team. Worry about this team right now.
Year, that came on that was sat on the floor by Garnacho.
Cool. Well, then you shouldn't. So you have no worries about Reece James then. No problem.
You know what I mean? The Levi Colwell that got spun by Anthony last year.
He's developed. That's what young defenders do. They improve. The Colwell of last year is not the Colwell of this year. The Caicedo of last year is not the Caicedo of this year. Cole Palmer scored last year and he'll score again this year. Jackson has improved. You are going to come up against a team that is going in an upward trajectory, and your players are still exactly where they are. Mazouari was getting cooked against Liverpool. He's going to get cooked again by Madueke. Neto cooked on that left-hand side with Dalot over there scrambling. That's what it's going to be. Don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it. Is Dalot going to play? Is your boy Dalot going to play?
He's going to play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's on that side? You're gonna
look forward to it.
You know what I mean? The Portuguese is going to come me on that side, yeah? Say no more.
No, it'll be Cucurella or it'll be Reece James. No, it'll be Cucurella or Reece James. Big experienced player. We'll deal with that.
Listen, the only concern for me is that midfield. If I'm being truly honest with you, your midfield, Lavia, Caicedo, and Palmer is where I'm most worried about. Yes, Cole Jackson's there, whatnot. But I think if you gain control in that midfield and make it difficult for us to kind of, progress the ball, and that's what I'm concerned about. If I'm being like banter aside and we're talking football, that's where I'm concerned about the most, because you've definitely got superior midfield than us, 100%. The balance is probably better than ours, and yeah, like that's where I'm concerned about the most. If I'm being true and honest with you,
as well. Pressure's on them, yeah.
Pressure. I'm not saying pressure on them because I always think United is United, but everyone's had fun at Old Trafford, and I told you, like, have they came in too late?
That is a kind of pressure, though. That is a kind of pressure. If you know that City have gone there, Spurs have gone there, Liverpool have gone there, and then you consider yourself, one of the big hitters, and you're doing well, there is a kind of pressure, no, to go and carry on.
Yeah, there is pressure. There's massive pressure on us. Massive pressure.
What I mean,
I'm not going to let us run away from that. We are under pressure. We have to win the game. Must win. Any other result is a disgrace. Simple.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
so glad you said
enough. That's actually very fair enough.
And just as fate would have it, you're on the watch along on Sunday. So,
of course, well,
people need to realise that nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. 2 weeks ago, United were this, that, terrible, getting beat off everyone. I don't know what to do. Get him out. They've got him out. Ruud van Nistelrooy. So what? He fist pumped the Stretford end. The Red Army was chanting his name. He waved at him and give him a bit of a fist. Now all of a sudden, you're playing with freedom like Braveheart, and you're going to go into battle and you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Everything's the same as it was last week, mate. Ruud van Nistelrooy's been there since the beginning of the season. They're going to play with respect for Ruud. Why aren't they scoring goals for Ruud? Because he's a striking coach and nobody fucking scores. So why aren't they showing him respect there? What's he been doing for 6 months? Your strike force supposed to be teaching you how to score goals. You ain't scoring goals. You scored 4 or 5 the other night against Leicester, whatever it was. Really great. I tell you what, Chelsea will come there on Sunday and fucking wipe the floor with you. Yeah? And let's see if Ruud's fist pumping the Stretford end at the end, yeah? But then it'll be, but Ruud was only interim manager. The Ruud dance will go in reverse. It'll be hammer him again. All this, it's the same old nonsense every single fucking season. Rinse and repeat. Get the manager out. The new man's coming in. We've got him. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're better than you. He's done this. Next minute, few bad results. Get the manager out. He's shit. We need to get him out. Get the new man. It's the same old boring shit. You're 14th in the league. Have some respect for your club. Stop dancing in the fucking car park with an umbrella and that. And start betting serious about your team and start fucking saying you're Man United and holding yourself accountable. Stop getting gassed by these fucking Ineos appointments. Yeah. Stop preaching the bullshit to the masses. These young kids out there looking at SAEED dancing. SAEED told us Ruud's coming, giving them false hope, mate. You're giving them false hope. Stop it. Tell the truth. Stop gaslighting people.
Why are you so concerned about United?
I'm telling you to stop gaslighting people for your own good, man.
Gaslighting. Because
I'm telling you, Goldbridge can't go to Trafford. Yeah, soon, not for you.
Why are you so concerned about United,
you won't be allowed to go there soon. You won't be allowed to go there soon.
Why is he pressing so much?
There'll be angry dads.
Why are you going red?
There'll be angry dads coming to see you because their son's been telling them that SAEED said this. Yeah.
Listen,
all I'm saying is, if you want to carry on going to United, stop it.
I've had loads of people coming up to me that love my content, so I ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? So, end of the day, right? Listen, You go enjoy the blue side. I'll enjoy the red side. You know what I'm saying? And right now,
how can you say that? How can you say you go and enjoy the blue side? I'll enjoy the red side. What are you enjoying? What are you enjoying? What are you enjoying?
In January, we'll find out what goes on in that. But for me, listen,
who's that aimed at?
Sorry?
In January, we'll find out what we're about or something like that. Who's that aimed at, Steve?
Listen.
Who's that aimed at?
Listen, we know, innit? We know, man. Nothing needs to be said. You know what I mean?
I don't think we do know. That's why I want you to specify. Who exactly is that aimed at?
Of course, you know, man. When's the court hearing?
Okay.
There you go, then, innit? So for me,
you'll be in a court hearing soon.
You'll be in a court hearing. We'll see what the court hearing is, and everything that's going on is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I feel like now, you know what I mean? We've got a new era coming.
Hold on a minute.
I'm happy.
New era again.
Hold on.
So
you calm and relax.
But I'm just going to say to you, Steve.
You calm and relax.
You know what I mean?
Calm and relax. You've just been throwing biryani about in your flat the other week. How are you calm and relaxed?
Listen to me. That was a little bit of a biryani gate. That's finished now. We had our biryani gate there. That's all done. You know what I'm saying? Now, no more biryanis. I've told him, that's it. Stop now. We have to try new different cultural dishes. I don't know, me. You know what I'm saying? Is what it is. But now,
get some pounded yam and egusi.
Yeah, man. Bit of jollof and that. I've not tried jollof, so I might try jollof. You know what I mean? Nigerian jollof. And yeah, man. You know what I'm saying to you? We're here, man. We're here.
I can never be like this in 14th, honestly.
But you were 12.
Yeah, and I was 12. And how silent was I on this panel? You couldn't. You
it is what it is. You didn't get time to change your manager, though.
Not a peep. I changed my manager like 3 times. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We want.
I don't know how you do it. You're 14th in the league.
And somehow, do you know what it is? I don't get it. I get it.
We didn't finish 12th. I don't understand why you say we're 14th now, but we won't finish 14th.
All this, you know what it is? All this, I kind of get it because we know SAEED, innit? We know him. And for him to be so down for so long, like Toby was born down, yeah, and stayed down, right? So we forget Toby, but SAEED's not like that naturally. So he was so down for ages and ages and ages. It's like a release, innit? It's like any little small, anything that they see, a crumb. And it's like, yo, man, this is a chocolate digestive. But really, it's just a crumb, innit? It's just a little crumb on the carpet. So I get where he's coming from. It's a release, man. Let chill out.
Listen, man.
This is nearly right now.
And I'm watching my content, innit? It's one of them.
You know what it is? Let him release, man.
He's nearly spent more time being down than he was celebrating. If he's creeping up on him now. All them good years.
We've had the last 2 years. We've had a few moments, you know what I mean? Some would dream of, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
He's a dreamer, man. He's a dreamer. Kid. We've
got a new dawn. We've got to be excited by this new manager coming in. We've got to be excited by what's going to come ahead. And it is what it is. We move.
Yeah, but my thing is, okay, even if you're excited about
I don't drag him down.
You're making a lot of statements, sweeping statements about your team when you know you literally know that your team's not good enough. You know that Amarin is going to have to come in and really get his hands dirty to try and make a success of this job.
I agree.
Right? My thing is, you got burnt by Ten Hag. You got burnt by Ineos. You got burnt by Rennie Hack. You've been burnt so many times. You are literally in the ICU every week. You're the biggest. You're probably next to me as one of the biggest burn.
Next to you, yeah. Go on.
Well, you are. In fact, you're what? You know what's mad? Yeah. You know what's mad? You're actually worse than me because I can actually acknowledge when shit is shit. You get burnt. You get burnt all the time, and you don't learn your lesson. So all I'm saying to you is tranquilo, calma. Wait until he gets into the job. Let's actually see.
What have I said? That's wrong. I've just said. Amarin era is about to begin. What's more like?
What have I said? That's wrong. Let's go, Thuggery. Tell you later on. Don't worry.
I'm just saying to you, Amarin era is about to begin. That's what I'm saying.
Do your thing. I think there's two things you're saying here. I think there's two separate things. We need to differentiate. If he's bigging up the Amarin era and he's doing all that Ineos era again, then slap him. But if he's just isolating in Chelsea and saying he don't rate you, that's fine. Because he can say that. So he might be saying, now look, Amarin wait, but I don't rate Chelsea. So we're going to do with Chelsea. You never beat us. You're just like how shit we are. You don't beat us. So you shut up. So I don't know which one are you coming with?
Okay, I'll clarify for you then. For the masses watching at home, smash a like on the video. What I'm saying is we're gonna beat Chelsea.
That's it.
I'm excited for Amorim to be coming to Manchester United. That's all it is. Yeah. Is that fair?
Why is excitement like you man ain't been there though? For me, it's the wrong messengers with you two.
That's what I'm saying. I can't be told by
be excited. One of you lot was swinging your t-shirt around your head when you got a new manager. The other one of you lot.
This guy, yo. Can we play the clip? He was shouting
the window when you got Enzo. Remember the real
Antonio. You've been shit.
Don't bring my brother
saying shit. You know what I'm saying to you?
Because all I said is
dream, man.
If you want to get excited about your manager, get excited. But all I'm saying is this: the first statement I said is, you know full well Ruben Amorim has got a hell of a job on his hands.
I know that.
So you saying all these things about Man United. Oh, it's changed. Or this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Just let him.
I didn't say this about the new manager though. I just said for the specific game we're gonna play, I think we're gonna win. We're gonna nullify Chelsea, and they've been shit. They've not got the a win here in 11 years, and it's gonna be 12 years. That's it. Amorim, we're gonna analyze.
Let me speak to you. Let me speak to you, Turkish, because you wrote me in there, and I didn't like it. I have made it very clear. Amorim, that's a separate issue, but he is gassing up Van Nistelrooy, who is not even good enough to be given the opportunity to be interim. That's the first thing. Second thing is he's trying to disrespect my football club. I'm not going to take shit from someone that's in 14th. I'm just not going to sit here and take it.
That's the bit you should.
And if I should pack up my shit and go, because there's no way Manchester United in 14th playing as shit as they have are going to dunk on me in a preview. No way. No way. You better actually win the game. Then I'll shut up.
You know what's mad? I've clocked it now. Are you saying this to be like, give yourself a little bit of, copium or something like?
What copium?
We can't lose to this. We can't lose this Man United team, surely.
I've been saying there's no copium. This is fact.
No, because that's where I feel like it's coming from. We are not going to lose this game. I don't think so. I don't think this is gonna happen. That's where I feel like it's coming.
I don't think. Go and check my preview. Let me go tell you something.
I want to see you say in the predictions. I want to see when we get these predictions. I want you to say 4-0 to Chelsea. Yeah, I want you to say it from the camera, 4-0 Chelsea.
Because you underestimate me. You underestimate me.
Go on then.
And I don't like
full screen.
No, I don't like it. I'm sharing.
But this is right. You can't.
I'm sharing the screen
because he's blatantly is dissing your club. So I would have dragged him about
the tell him what you're going to do to him on Sunday.
He's dragging your club.
Share this, please. Share this, Turkish. I don't need to say anything. What does the title say in my preview?
Okay, let me see.
What does the title say? Earlier today uploaded. What does it say?
Man United's funeral.
Not finished yet. Okay.
What's the score? What's the score in the preview?
4-1. Oh shit.
You've already predicted.
That's what I'm on. Yeah, that's what I'm on. So don't question me, bro. Don't question me. I ain't never done that for anyone that I come up against. I'm very reserved as a Chelsea fan. I always pay my respects. To Newcastle away this week. I told my family.
Who's winning? Left or right? Who's winning? Who lost the predictions?
Oh, this is too much.
I'm gonna be left. I'm gonna be left. Yeah,
that was too much. We didn't need to see that.
Where did you find that picture, man? What's going on here? But for me, listen, I like that. You know what? Big respects to Matisse because he's put it out there. And Monday, 9 p.m. We will be there.
We will be there.
We will be there.
And we'll be there on Sunday as well.
Yeah. What do you believe?
We'll be there, people.
SAEED, trust me, don't worry. I'm an honorary. I don't like your club at the moment, but I'm an honorary Man United fan on Sunday, brother. And if you win, trust me, I will do you justice and I will pan this guy.
What the hell?
Can we pause on that, please?
Okay.
Toby don't do pause, remember.
No pauses.
No, Toby don't pause.
We're too mature to be doing this pauses. We're doing this. We're too mature to be doing this.
Listen, are you gonna win your game this weekend? Because Ange's, he's winning. I think you should focus. You have so much support for everyone else. You can't actually focus on what's going on at home. You need to actually zone in. You need to condense.
Focus on what's going on at home.
You're not focused.
Bro, I have extreme focus on what's
your
going on.
Your attention is split.
No, it's not
your attention is too split. is.
It's not split at all. We're going to be there on Sunday. Yet again, I'm going to have to bottle my emotions for that game on Sunday because Spurs are playing beforehand.
Oh,
so
I
know
who are you playing at 2 o'clock before you
Villa
start
at home.
piping up?
Yeah, very
Yeah,
big game.
exactly.
Big
Big fucking game. Big
Big
fucking game. So
game,
you
big fucking
focus.
game.
Yeah,
I am
big game.
focused.
Don't come into that watch along after getting slapped up by Ollie Watkins. Because after what you just said, if you come into that watch along after losing to Aston Villa, you are going to be in big trouble. Big trouble, bitch.
Two words
big trouble. Yeah?
2 words, Matisse. Yeah? We must.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear anything else. We must. Same for you. We must. Sunday.
We must as well. We must.
Simple as.
It's going down.
Don't care for anything else.
Super chats on Man United, Chelsea, and then we'll move on to the other ones anyway. Big up Suj. He says, while SAEED is my guy, I'm waiting for another emergency meeting and a biryani bashing after a loss. That biryani bashing line is mad. Gloria says, SAEED, you guys started playing better on the ball since Ericsson come back in the lineup. You guys don't look any different. That's one game. Actually, Chelsea, here we are. Mavic says, scientists say that chewing gum improves concentration and relieves stress. This does not work for Baddy Silva and the Sissy. These two bum chums are more preoccupied tearing each other's cheeks on and off the field.
That's crazy.
Oh, Lord. Baddy Silva, man. Oh, my days.
Baddy Silva.
Another one.
Crazy.
Hey, I said very early on that Disassi is one of the worst centre backs you lot are signing. And so many Chelsea fans were like, "Oh, you're jealous because your club got money to buy one." I said, "All right, good luck with Disassi. He's absolutely. How much was he?
Robert is a big.
Can I?
How much was he?
Looks worse than him.
I'm not talking about Badishil.
You know, but Grizz. So I used to agree with you. I used to put Badishil in a separate column, but the way he's been performing. He needs to go into that category as well. Shocking.
That's Disassi tax.
Monaco, man. They're loving life now.
He doesn't get that pass, man. You can still defend.
Badishil is still a good defender. I think.
He needs to show it, bro.
How old is he?
Show it.
Badishil's not good.
He needs to show it, bro, because he's playing ridiculous.
He's good.
Trust me. Show
it. He is.
But this Disassi.
Sorry. If
we used to have a brother called Sacco. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone used to love, and Liverpool fans were like, oh. And I said to them, he's not, guys, I support Liverpool, man, but I know a player when I see one, man. I support Liverpool. I want to support him, but he's poo. This Disassi is absolute. How much was he, Matisse?
I can't even remember, bro.
Roughly.
45
million.
Let me Google.
I think Sacco's a bit harsh. He was better than
38 million. I think he's like 38 million or something.
Badishil is just as bad as this guy. What we doing here?
He's not performing, so I'm not here to stick up for it.
Please, Badishil, go move to a different club.
What's your evidence for saying Badishil's good? He had 3 decent months.
I've seen him play enough.
Okay, so you've seen him play for Chelsea. What does your eyes tell you?
Yeah. For Chelsea, there's a lot of tax at Chelsea, man. Come on.
What's the tax?
Wait. When was you watching him? Are you watching Monaco League On?
Yeah, you know why?
Because we need to start delving into this. When Community Man says he's watching, we need to ask when and how. Because
you know why.
You're watching Monaco versus Lens.
I'll explain why. You know me, every time we're linked with a player, you know me, I'm analysis, innit? When we're linked with a player, I analyzed him. And that's what I've done. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, you're right. Why on earth would I be watching Monaco versus Montpellier? But I was analyzing him. That's it. But you got him, and I was a little bit jealous because he is a. I know, Toby, you don't rate him, no problem. And he's not proved nothing. I agree with you. He's showing nothing at the moment. But
stinks, bro.
I hope he does better, man. He's
good. He had that injury. I thought his performances for Chelsea were even overstated. I thought he was all right when he first came in, but Chelsea fans would have you believe that he was the second coming of Christ. Got injured, came back from injury, and he's looked awful. He looks absolutely awful.
He does look awful. I admit.
Some of the goals that he gives away as well, it's terrible.
I agree.
Horrible.
Yeah,
I agree.
Sorry, he looks worse than Disassi. I don't really get why man put Disassi below him. He looks worse than
Calm down.
He does look worse than Disassi.
I'm not here to compare.
Let it go, man.
It's the truth.
Shocking.
Let's do it.
Bit off that, man.
Let's do the next one. Dare to go. I says it's going to be peak when these United men are shaking their bums for a new manager in a year and a half, having your chest out while sitting 14th in the table. Zay says whole bunch of ifs, buts, and maybes from SAEED at the moment, just spewing passionate shite. SAEED, have some self-respect, brother. That's a passionate shite. IBS says Battier and the Sussy at the back line, twin stooges. Enzo can't play possession, but can play with multiple women. And Mandem FC will show up. Yeah. Well, what's going on with Enzo? He asked for a divorce or something.
Oh, honestly, I'm tired of.
It's affected his game, though, man. I feel bad for him, man.
Yeah, it's
personal stuff, isn't it?
I don't really care about that personal stuff. It's more his performances. His performances are not up to scratch. He won't be starting at the weekend. And there's a certain Andre Santos that is ripping it up at Strasbourg, and he will be leapfrogging him as well as if it keeps going like this.
Wow, £100 million.
We will talk, man. Don't worry about that. Pepe
says,
yeah,
we'll be there. We'll be there.
100%. I can't wait for SAEED's meltdown videos on the new manager, Flip Flop Merchant. And JMO says SAEED's the type of lad to see stories on Match magazine and believe it. SAEED, you'll get back when Man United finally get back. It's going to be mad. Frankie says, can we just appreciate how beautiful this is? Yes, we'll miss Ten Hag, but the cycle starting again will bring us so much joy. First stage, hype. Beautiful. Since the start of last season, Havertz has doubled the GNA, no pens included, against the Big Six and Palmer. Palmer's big game record at Chelsea is spooky.
You need to find shame. You need to find shame, and you need to really reflect on your life, because if this is true, then I didn't hear no talk about title problems from you and getting enough goals and, you know, Saka being the only attacker we can depend on. If this is all true and you ain't got no issues with this guy up front, then where's the goals and where's the title? Until you get it, shush, as SAEED would say. Because all you guys, you love to just keep bringing these new statistics up for Havertz. Oh, look, Arteta's changed his life. And then when it comes and we get deeper into the depths of the Arsenal fan base, we dig into the podcasts and the longer form content, I don't really hear the same rhetoric. I don't really hear the same chest, the same bass in your voice. Seems to be a little bit more subdued. So if it's really like this, win the title and shut up. That's all I got to say on this. I'm sick of talking about Havertz. Win the title.
Fun facts on this one as well.
One sec. Now, do you want to answer what the super chat's actually saying?
I'm not. There's nothing to answer. Cole Palmer is clear. Cole Palmer is clear. There's nothing to answer. There's nothing to answer.
I don't know why you answer something that's not on the table. But go on.
There's nothing to answer.
No, I was just gonna say, fun fact is they had to go since the start of last season because he hasn't produced any GNA against any of the Big Six teams he's played this season. Didn't produce anything against Man City. Didn't produce anything against Liverpool. Didn't produce anything against us. But he won some duels, so fair play. He was actually all right against Tottenham, to be fair. He played well against Tottenham, but no GNA.
Matisse, the only thing leaking is your defense, Battier, Shoe, and the Sussy moving like Lloyd and Harry from Dumb and Dumber. Now we'll save that one for later. No, that one's on another subject. Jim and Jeff says United fans jizz over shiny new toys every year, but in reality, they're toys that the RSPCA don't even want. And I think that actually now. Yosu says, SAEED, keep being happy. We can acknowledge we're not where we need to be while being happy Ten Hag is gone. If we beat Chelsea, we're only 3 points behind them.
That's scary, by the way.
Yeah, Monday will be.
I don't like the sound of that.
Is it though? We're only 9 games in. It's not that deep.
Yeah,
that'll be 10 games in. That'll be nearly quarter of the season or past quarter of the season. Yeah. So you can't keep saying, "Can we?"
When we were 10th for most of last season, we were never that far off top 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I hear that as well.
It doesn't take much to get back involved.
I hear that.
I think that's if they maintain the shitness, you'll see the gap widen, obviously, as the games.
Yeah, in a weird way. No, man, I can't be surprised.
I actually need Man United to win. I can't.
I know. In a weird way, it would be quite funny
Yeah. This is why you're not a true Maresca fan.
No,
I don't
saying,
like your
in a weird way though. I'm not weird.
Guys, we got him. We got him. Chelsea fans, if you see this guy tweeting about us, no. Don't let this guy in. Don't let this guy in, man. Don't let him into our inner circle, please.
Sunday we will be there.
He's dangerous. This guy's dangerous. Look what he did to Arsenal, bro. No, he's dangerous.
Yeah, they'll ditch you.
I'm sitting on your side, brother.
You're banned.
Remember, people, we are live this Sunday for the mob watch along, and Man United versus Chelsea. The core four will be in the building. Unfortunately, we won't have SAEED. Obviously, he did say he might, but with a new manager there, obviously, it's his first. Well, it might be his first and only trip to Old Trafford with RUUUUD'S in charge with the news on Amorim. So we'll see how that one goes. But make sure you're there with us live on Sunday, people. The mob, you know what it is already. All the super chats on that subject done. So I'm going to keep it moving. I just need a reminder of where we are in the table just for the order. So the prediction table as it stands. TOBS in the lead. Then you have SAEED second. I'm in third. Big Steve's climbed up to fourth. And then you have MATISSE in fifth and GRIZZ in sixth. Cool. Let's move. All right, Man United, Chelsea, TOBS.
Oh, God. It really should. It should be Chelsea win, shouldn't it? But I'm top of the league. I can afford a little something. Fuck it, Man United win.
Well, give a
I'm gonna go. In fact, no. I'm not going for Man United win. This team are cheeks, bro. I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go for a Chelsea win. I'm gonna go for a Chelsea win.
You ditched him.
There was no way I was doing that. I'm gonna go for a Chelsea win. I'm gonna go for Chelsea to win this one. 2-1.
2-1 Chelsea. Cool. SAEED.
United 2-1.
2-1 United. I'm gonna go 2-2.
Oh, I was gonna go for a draw, you
know. Chelsea 3-1.
Right, 3-1. Matisse?
4-1, as it was said.
Come on.
As it was said. GRIZZ.
2-2.
2-2.
Come on, United.
Couple draws. One United win predicted by SAEED and everyone else has gone Chelsea. Okay, cool. Let us know in the comment section after the show, people. Let me get this one in from Suj. He says, off topic, but happy Diwali to everyone. Love for the love to everyone, part of the Big Six community. Come on. Happy Diwali, people, Indian community, Hindu community. Sending love out there. Hope you're enjoying. And let me get this one from JJ saying, hoping the Big Six land the deserved credit at the football.
Fuck the football content awards.
I was thinking how to say it in a nice way. My Big Steve, there you go.
Turn up, man. His biggest fucking pile of shit that's ever been fucking made. Let me tell you that. His fucking channels won awards with 200 subscribers. With channels with fucking 500,000 subscribers. We all know what. If you want an award, buy a table of 10. You're getting an award. Simple as that. That's it. It's fair.
No. We were gonna go politically correct, but
yeah,
I went once. I smelt the energy. I smelt the system, and I said I'm never going back. GRIZZ tried to drag me back. He learned the hard
only
way.
because he was Anfield. That's the only reason. Only reason.
No. I'm leaving something.
There's a lovely way to conclude this, but success is not determined by people that don't watch our content. It's determined by the comments, the people that watch us, come up to us in the street, show us love, come to the back of your chats. That is how we get our awards. Man. That's how we get
Can I just say one thing, yeah? I've been in London for 4 days, yeah? I've walked around London for miles, and I've never had as much fucking love off people from this show in my life. I got dragged in chicken shops. Can you have a picture with my wife? Can you eat the chicken in this shop, Steve? Can I take you for a meal? My missus, I went for a walk the other day. I did 22k because I was talking for people for hours. People on Brick Lane stopped me running. Oh, the Big Six and all that. So listen, we don't need no awards. Just keep watching the show and bigging up the boys and being fucking good people. And that's a big enough award for us, man.
Come on.
Facts.
Come on. This is the people's show. That's what I'm going to call it. This is the people's show moving forward. That's our tagline. We're going to put that in somewhere along the way because, yeah, it's all about the people. Our reward is seeing how much support we got out back your chat when we're asking the community to come out and support us, whether it's in London or whether it's in Manny, LA, and so on. You know, when we ask the community to engage with the sponsors, that's our, you know, we look at that and we're humbled. We don't need no awards or ceremony where they want you to dress up and all of that. We're content creators. We talk football. We love our clubs, and we just want to deliver good content to you guys and girls out there. Hit the like button and subscribe. That's the only award we need on this side, people. But let's move. Gareth says, or Garbo, sorry, SAEED will be talking about the quad when Amarim signs. We will be there. We are always there. Predictions done. Let's keep it moving on to the next subject. Well, to be honest, next subject, I mean, Newcastle away is tough. Villa at home for Tottenham. Liverpool got Brighton away. City are away to Bournemouth. All interesting.
Tasty games.
Yeah, tasty. Let's start with Newcastle Arsenal because I think that's one that probably just rears ahead of the rest because of the importance to Arsenal. I think we have to win this game. Obviously, off the back of this, I'm not going to say much about Preston, but the big question is, does Ranieri start the game? A lot of talk about Odegaard. Odegaard's not ready to start. He might be there for the bench, but I don't expect him to be starting away at Newcastle a midday kickoff on a Saturday. So fingers crossed he might be on the bench, but even if he's on the bench, it's not someone we can rely upon. So I'm looking at this team and thinking, what can we do to improve our fortunes in attack in terms of creating chances? And the only real answer we haven't tried is on Ranieri. So the question is, will he start him? I don't think so. Would I start him? Yes, because I think either way, you know, with a Ranieri or without a Ranieri, I'm not actually confident going to Newcastle and taking 3 points at this moment in time. We have to do something different. We have to produce something different in the midfield and attacking third because it has been very slow at times, and I think we've become quite predictable and easy to manage on the attacking side for some teams. And Newcastle will be licking their lips. Obviously, they just lost to Tottenham, but they beat in Chelsea. No, was it? They lost to Chelsea and then beat Chelsea, right?
They beat Chelsea. They lost. Yeah, they beat Chelsea and they lost to Chelsea.
Yeah, and even in the one where they lost, I think Isak had one chance or something that he probably should have done better with. But then again, Chelsea deserved their win. So I just think away at St. James Park on any day of the week, it ain't an easy one. Midday kickoff ain't easy. It sets the tone. Do we go and we, go beat Newcastle, whether it's a 2-0 controlled, measured win or whether it's a 3-1, a bit of the attack is unlocked. We need something like that to kind of take the attention away from where it's turned in the last week or two with the, question marks about our attack and our potential in attack. So I'm nervy about this game. I can't lie. I'd start Ranieri because I just think come the end of it, if we don't change it up and don't win this game, then it's quite damning. To leave ourselves with just Ranieri, Ban, Odegaard, and when push comes to shove in the season, albeit so early, we don't test the waters. I think it'd be more damning if we don't try. At least if we try and it doesn't work, then there will be that ready-made, well, it's a young player. But that's what I don't like, that, there's a ready-made excuse coming with it all. But, yeah, I don't know how you lot feel. I mean, you lot are obviously the neutrals outside looking into this game. Do you see an easy win for Arsenal, or do you?
Not easy, but I see you winning the game. I've not been impressed. I've said this repeatedly. Even when they beat us, I don't think they deserve to win that game. I've not been impressed with Newcastle this season. They don't impress me.
Yeah.
They don't impress me, and I get that it's a tough fixture. You've won there only once in the last three seasons, I think.
Yes.
One win in the last 3 seasons. But yeah, man, I mean, I look at their defense: Dan Burn, Fabian Schär at the back. I don't think Bruno Guimaraes is playing his best football this season. Isak, Gordon, and Barnes are the obvious threats. But it's a caveat, if you have your big hitters back at the back, yeah, man, I don't really feel like this is a game you should be going into with nervousness. And I think if there is a nervousness, it should be on your position relative to Liverpool.
Yes.
Is Gabriel back? Is Gabriel fit? Yeah.
Yeah. So defensively on that, because I didn't bring that up. So Gabriel's going to be fit. The question mark is Ben White now, because Arteta mentioned Ben White. We've got an issue with him. So If Ben White's not available, the question is, does Partey start right back again and Timber goes left back, or does our best midfielder so far this season go back into midfield? And then what do we do left back? Because I don't think, similar to Liverpool, I don't think we can afford to do a Zinni. I think Zinni played well against Preston. It's Preston, I expect that, but you don't play Zinni against a Newcastle either, like who can bring Almiron on that side, Gordon on that side, even a Barnes where with spacing behind, they're going to excel. So there's something to work out there. Ben White plays, it picks itself. Ben White right back, Timber left back, and then it's the back two as normal. If he's not available, then will he put Partey there? Probably. Marino and Rice in the midfield with Trossard in front of them. That's what it'll probably be. But yeah, we have to, we have to improve our performances, in my opinion, and it starts here because we're at that line now where, like I said, against Liverpool, if we had lost that game, it's about us trying to get back in the conversation if the title race conversation ever comes back up. Because I think 7 points is a big enough gap to say, well, we need to get back in that if you're going to entertain a conversation with us. So we have to win this game. We have to close that gap by 2 p.m. on Saturday and then see what else happens for the rest of the weekend. If we don't, and by 2 p.m. it's 4-5 points, or it's 3-4 points, and you two are still to play, then it could be 6-7 by the end of the weekend, and that's when you start looking at and thinking that even Chelsea might be licking their lips, thinking, all right, next week they're at home, they haven't beaten us in a few years, so we've got to make a mark in this match. We've got to make a mark and either win it like we've been winning games, like controlled 2-0, not allowing any chances, or we flick a switch, bring in Ranieri, the attack frees up a bit, and maybe that excitement comes back into the front line. Sorry, Grizz.
No, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I disagree with Toby. I think this is a nervous one for Arsenal. I still expect you to win, but Newcastle probably played their best, Matisse will testify, probably played their best football of the season so far against Chelsea in the midweek. He's under a bit of pressure, Eddie Howe, I'd say. Don't know what you guys think. I think he's under pressure. I think they're underperforming. They haven't got that solidity at the back, which is lacking, but up front they've got players that can hurt you on their day. Barnes, Isak, the fella, Gordon. That's quite a tasty free. So Arsenal should, obviously, it depends on the lineup and the injuries, whatever. But it was only Preston, whatever. Of course, it was only Preston. But Arsenal were very confident. They didn't let their confidence levels drop. They put in a proper cultured performance. I still expect Arsenal to win, but I think this weekend, low key, is a mad weekend, because everyone's expecting Liverpool Brighton.
I agree,
Liverpool Brighton ain't going to be easy, as they showed yesterday. Bournemouth away to City. We'll let Steve discuss that. Arsenal away to Newcastle, and Chelsea Man United. I think low key this is, and Tottenham Villa. I think this weekend low key is come Monday. There's going to be a couple of faces here. That's all I'm saying. It could be quite a weekend.
Yeah, you have to remember. Listen, Newcastle drew with City at home.
Yeah,
they played well that game. To be fair,
Newcastle, they might not be doing well overall, but they can turn it on for a big club at home.
The only thing is the timing. You know what I said about 12:30 kickoffs?
I know you prefer the evening.
12:30.
Nah, 5:30.
Listen, they got good players, man. Lewis Hall at left backs, very good. Joe Linton works his absolute arse off playing like 3 different roles. He's not gonna, go down without a fight. And yeah, Eddie Howe is under pressure. I think their whole club is under pressure because they thought that they were going to be able to flex a lot more than they have been able to. And players like Isak haven't signed a new deal. He's scored 2 in the last 2. And Arsenal have not been, as much as we talk about Arsenal's defense, they have been leaking some goals. In games where you wouldn't expect Arsenal to concede, whether it's lapses of concentration or complacency, but they're still leaking at times. And we know that front threes, that forward line is not as fluid as it needs to be. I think if they play Ranieri, I'd actually give them a little bit more of a chance, because I'd be like, okay, there's a special talent in the half spaces here that could really make something out of nothing. We saw against Preston, and I know it's only Preston, but I'm sorry, if when you're 17 and you're doing that, that's not a fluke. Like, to put that ball in the top corner and be hitting the bar previously or after, it's ridiculous. He's a special player. I think if you play him, that'll be a good move in the right direction. But that's not an easy game at all. That's gonna be very, very tight. I could easily see you know, it being having to be a late winner or something.
Is Gordon definitely back for this game though?
He should be.
Yeah.
He'll be back. I think.
Listen, man,
should be starting.
It's very, very difficult to call this one. I can't lie. It's because you know what it is. If it was another team that just liked to play football, I would have said, yeah, cool. Arsenal got this easy. But this is a team that make it physical. You know what I mean? It's going to be a battle. Joe Linton, like I said, Matisse, physical presence there. And I just think, you know, the crowd, 12:30 kickoff, they'll be up for it. You know what I mean? And I just think it's one of them where Arsenal get at 1-0 and just get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Just anything, get out of there, 3 points, and just keep it moving, because Newcastle will make it difficult, man. It's that running down the channels. Gordon's a menace for me. Barnes, for me, is underrated. So, yeah, but their defense isn't what, you know what I mean? Let's be honest, man. Their defense isn't great. But, yeah, man, I think you're right, Matisse. Waneri, just that kind of individual spark, something out of nothing. You know what I mean? And you need that. You just need that. There's something out of nothing. Just a little
because they might put up a low block, Newcastle.
Yeah, they put a low block. Just
need
a pass. Just a cute little pass in behind. Havertz, boom. So, yeah, man. But I do, yeah, it's going to be a tough one, man. Very, very tough one.
First goal is vital again, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Newcastle, get it. Questions start coming out and nerves, because we are at that stage where I don't think we can drop any points. Listen, it's still very early, but people, let's not fool ourselves. We know every game matters when you're going up against what City have been producing for the last 7 years in 90 points. Every game matters, whether it's game week 4, 9, or 19, 29. We saw last season how much it matters. We only really had 4 results we look back at, 2 Villa ones, Fulham and West Ham, and we say those are the ones. If we turned one around, then we would have won this league. We've already got one of those in the first 8 games. Maybe I'd say one of those in the first 8 games, even though you could bring in one of maybe the Brighton draw, but there's context here. We are at a place now where we can't drop any more points going into a week where it's Newcastle away, Inter away, Chelsea away. The best remedy for the questions in the last few weeks is 6 out of 6 points and do what you need to do against Inter, whether it's a draw away from home to keep it ticking. But Newcastle and Chelsea, we need 6 out of 6. So
the way you got to look at it, those 3 fixtures, they can make or break, or it can be just sort of bland nothing. Maybe you get like 4 points in a draw at Inter, but you win those all 3 games, suddenly it flips your season from 2 weeks ago. Not doom and gloom, but there was a lot of apprehension, blah blah blah, arguing and this and that, injuries. Yeah, you get 6 points out of 6, 9 points out of 9, and you can and look. Let's be honest. Realistically, you can beat Newcastle and Chelsea. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a problem for you. And Inter ain't the Inter. They lost to bloody AC Milan, who, you know what I mean, are rubbish as well the other day in Milan derby a couple of weeks back. So you could very easily get 9 points out of 9, and that will flip your season in the positive light and positive sense, because then it will be all systems go.
It's a shame, because it's the second time I'm feeling like this season. The last time was when me and Steve had the whole no chest thing and whatnot, because going into that week where we had Tottenham away, Atalanta away, and Man City away, Odegaard was injured, international break. And I think we was 4 points off the top, so a loss, or we was 4 points away from City, so a loss would have made it 7 or 5 or whatever, basically. So that week was okay. We've been unfortunate, a red card here, caught up to us, whatever. Put that behind us. We've got to get 4 out of 6 minimum Tottenham and City away, and Atalanta, do what you need to do to keep it ticking. We did exactly that. Then off the back of that, we've put ourselves back in a position where this coming week is exactly the same as this. We've played City at Etihad, Tottenham at White Hart Lane, we've played Liverpool at Emirates. None of those games are as important as this one coming up now, because of the situation we've left ourselves in. This is our biggest game of the season this Saturday, because it will really, like Matisse said, the goals we've been conceding. When people use the word aura, I'm not using it in that context, but when you're a big team, when you're a great team, you create an aura that off the pitch, players that coming up against you feel it, whether it's a great defense or a great attack or a great midfield, there's nerves, there's feeling. And Arsenal created that defensively over the last 18 months. But you can create these things. It takes long to create the aura that these men are defensive machines, or the aura that these men are attacking monsters, or men, whatever it is. It takes a long time to build. It takes it's a lot quicker to unravel it all. And, the way we've conceded goals, there is context to it. But I know Newcastle will be looking at us differently to what they would have looked at us 7 weeks ago, in terms of going into this game and the confidence to get goals. Will that work in our favor? If we play Nwaneri, they'll be confident, they'll take the game, and we've got a mobile midfielder that can work where in the half spaces, turn, create attacks. And, you know, with Saka, Martinelli, Havertz, we've actually got our first choice attack there. There's no excuses other than they're not clinical if we're talking Havertz, Martinelli. So big game for us. We've got to win it. Steve, what's your thoughts? I don't think, did you say anything on it? I mean, we're going to do predictions, but
it's a tough game. Like you say, like SAEED said, it's hard to call. Newcastle, 12:30. I've been there myself. You know, we got a point there. I believe the crowd has a big part at Newcastle. You get a feeling when you go in the place. If you can frustrate them early doors and get the crowd groaning and moaning a bit, it's a great place to go and play football. But if they get up for it and start getting behind them, it's a bit mad. But I don't know. I just think Arsenal are better than Newcastle. I feel like Arsenal have got a little bit of something else. I don't know if Anthony Gordon's fit. Someone said he might be injured. I don't know. But other than Gordon, for me, Isak, you know, but Arsenal's defence, strong. You know what I mean? It's Saliba's back. I just feel like it's on Arsenal to win. I think Arsenal will win me.
Yeah. Well, 6.6k here. Give us your thoughts in the live chat right now or the comment section after. Our 6 minutes in 6.6k here. Let me get some super chats in and we'll move it to predictions. Okay, nice. This is beautiful. No Arsenal super chats. No, what are you going to do about Arteta if we don't lose on Saturday? Oh, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving to prediction.
Every day, innit?
TOBS, can't talk to me. Newcastle, Arsenal.
I think you lot are going to win this game. I think it's going to end either 2-1 or 3-1. I'll say 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Cool. SAEED.
Yeah, I was going to say as well. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. He's going to play Trossard. 2-1. 2-2.
Huh?
Wow.
2-2.
Bloody hell.
Steve.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0. Matisse.
2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. And GRIZZ.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0. So 1 Newcastle win predicted, 1 draw, and 4 Arsenal wins. Couple 2-1s from SAEED and TOBS and 2-0 from GRIZZ and Steve. We will be there Sunday. Well, we're there Sunday for the mob, but Monday for the main show. Either way, we will be there, people. All right, next up. All right, let's get in City now. Bournemouth away. Steve, obviously Bournemouth recently have caused some unrest to the three at the top. Any worry that they might continue that and become a thorn in your side this weekend, or you just expect to do what you expect to do?
No, there's a big worry, especially after the injuries we're getting now. Again, 9 players out. He's going on. He's only got 13 fit outfield players. So some of them kids that played last Wednesday are going to have to play. It's not an ideal place to go when you're like that, to be fair. Carabao Cup last night that we watched at Tottenham. As I said last week on the show, first time I've ever said in any Big Six show in 3 years that Man City would lose. It's just that I had a feeling about it. I just don't think Pep fancied it. But we're on, you know, there's this myth goes around, oh, Man City have got 4 different fit squads and they can play every week and all that's a load of shit. 21 he works with every season. It's a well-known fact if you actually stop reading bullshit. And Savinho picked up a knock. He was playing brilliantly the other night. Kyle Walker's out, you know, De Bruyne, etc., etc. But listen, we've got to just find a way of doing it. It's not ideal. We've got to get to Bournemouth. It's going to be tough. We just got to dig in. And like last night, Tottenham started the game that fast. He pressed us really well. They went 2-0 up. And then after that, City with a better side. You know, they were pinging it around in little triangles. Nunes, who's got a lot of stick off Man City fans, especially off me as well, for not being, you know, why have we bought him? All of a sudden now he's putting wide left. And The kid's played three games on the trot, and he's looking like he's enjoying his football. So we've got the players to do it. I do believe we'll do it, but Bournemouth is a tough place to go. You know, he's got them well drilled. You know, Semenyo, is it the kid they have up top? He's a handful. And they work hard, and that ground's very small, compact. We've been to Bournemouth. It's not a great place to go and play football, but they play to the strengths. And I'm sure Pep wouldn't have wanted this fixture this weekend with what's going on, but we're going to have to take it on the chin. Hopefully Savinio's injury isn't as bad. A couple of the youngsters last night shone for me. Nico O'Reilly, who I've been raving about for a long time, coming to the midfield, looked okay, a little bit nervous and raw, but held his own. He brought Jacob Wright on off the bench, who looked really comfortable on the ball. And listen, there's no hiding for Man City. There's no excuses. We're Manchester City. We're the champions. We've got to go there, use the kids, and get a result at Bournemouth. But I think it's going to be tough. And I think Bournemouth will have grown in confidence seeing that Tottenham game and think, you know what, let's just put it on City. We put it on Arsenal. Strange things happen. They got a result. And we've just got to be composed, not get dragged into a battle, play our old game. And I think if we do that, we keep possession, I think we'll win the game.
Realistically, you say kids, but realistically, how many will be in your lineup? Give us a prediction on Saturday. Realistically, how many do you reckon? What's your lineup going to be like, roughly? Not roughly, ideally.
Obviously, the Edison in net, left back. We'll see. Guardiola's picked up a knock now. Ake went off, so it's either going to be Ake, Guardiola left back. Ruben Diaz went off halfway through the game. We don't know about him, but he'll probably play. Diaz. Stones played, and Stones played well last night, Toby, to be fair. Stones in the middle with Diaz. Right back's Rico Lewis. We got no choice. I think Akanji got injured in the warm-up. Midfield, it's probably going to be Kovacic, Gundogan.
No?
Bernardo maybe trying to give legs in there because Gundogan's, we know he's not that same guy.
Yeah.
Nunes on the left, Haaland up front, and
so is Doku out?
Yeah, Doku's out to the end of November. He might play Foden on the right as well. So on paper, it's not a bad side, but I don't think it's the side he would want to play. But then you look at the bench then, and it's going to be McAtee, O'Reilly, Jacob Wright, that Uprex, the German kid who's never played a game, Scott Carson, throw him up front maybe. But
Gvardio's a shout though. Putting Gvardio on the wing or something, like Gvardio's a machine, goal machine. So that's not a bad shout.
Well, Toby will tell you last night, Nunes and Savinio. That Savinio, I'm predicting it now, is going to be something special. Something special, man. He don't give a fuck. He was bringing it down last night. He was nutmegging people. He was putting it on. And no wonder he got injured because he was taking the piss, man. And you know what happens in football when you take the piss? People fucking boot you, innit? And sometimes he just needs to know when to control it. You know what I mean? And
stay humble, eh?
Yeah, we're doing all right. But like you say, it's Pep. We definitely need reinforcements in January. We just got to get through these games now. We've got to get through them. That Carabao Cup, fair play to Spurs. They've moved. They've won. They deserved it. They're on with it. But we just, it would have been too much for us, that. So we're focusing on Bournemouth. But I think we'll do it. I think we'll just get a win. We've done it this season. We've not played well in games, but we've just nicked a win. And I come out of there thinking, you know what? It wasn't good on the eye, but it's effective. And I think that's what Man City are doing. It's efficient this season. We're just efficiently rolling along. And listen, they can do that all season for me. I don't give a shit.
I had a couple of people in between the result and the show were like, you need to make sure you get onto Big Steve. I turned around to them. I said, for the first time, he actually predicted a loss against Tottenham. So there's not really much we can say about it. But
when you know your team, you go week in and week out every week. You know your team. You're obsessed with your team. You know the gist of it, innit? Do you know what I mean? You know the gist of what's coming. And I've watched Pep for a long time, and I thought his body language, for him to say about the Carabao Cup, he's never said that. I thought he's going to go Tottenham there. We're going to give it a bit of a go. But I think even if City had a fucking scored like 2-2, I just think he wouldn't have wanted it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You got to give credit to Tottenham because they've been on a bad run, so they could have rolled over and City could have passed them to death. But yeah, anyone can get on the.
He didn't give a shit. Not to bring off Haaland. You're 2-1 up, 2-1 down, and
he
didn't bring off Haaland.
You know what pissed me off? Yeah, that we sold our allocation out on a Wednesday night at Tottenham to go there, and I had a feeling, and I said on my stream, you know, it makes you not want to go and spend, you know, 300 quid to go down there and get stuck in traffic and be knackered for 2 days. But that's what we do. But it's just, I don't know. I'd rather even turn around and gone, this competition, I'm going to play the kids. Then we'd have sold the allocation out anyway. We'd have all gone and watched the kids have a go. If we'd have got battered, we got battered. But at least then you know where you stand. When you sort of huff and puff it, you're thinking last night, throw Haaland on for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? You're getting, but if Haaland gets injured, we're finished. There's no striker.
My thing is that he says he didn't care about it. It didn't look like he didn't care about it yesterday. I saw experienced players start, and even in the performance, I just felt Man City were in that game. To be honest, even with the young G's, maybe that's just because how they're just drilled from the academy through to the first team. But that wasn't a rollover for Tottenham. I'll tell you that for free. I mean, we deserve to win.
They didn't roll over. They were 2-0 down, and we had to step it up because we would have got embarrassed. But and near the end, and I thought we could have won the game, or it could have gone late. But the last thing City wanted was extra time. No chance. Got Sporting Lisbon on Tuesday, Bournemouth away at weekend. It just looked a bit like they were going through the motions for me. But like you say, he's got no options now. We're down to the bare bones. What you see on the pitch on Saturday is basically it. Anything else off the bench that he can bring on is a gamble.
City returned the favour, man. Listen, we all saw the Tottenham Man City hate watch, Turkish cursing with Son missing that 1v1. Man City just said, "Listen, we got other priorities. You lot scratched our back. We'll scratch yours. You go to the next round of Carabao. You know what I mean? Thanks very much. Yeah, I mean, so that's all it was, man.
I don't know if we're gonna go into. Oh, we're gonna do the predictions. I was gonna say I don't know if we're gonna go straight into the Spurs game, but that could be the tonic that Spurs needed, man. Because regardless of a competition, you beat Man City, and they didn't play full team of kids or whatever. They played a very good team, and that could be. Spurs should use it, but obviously we're going to come into Spurs.
They didn't use it.
That's a big word. We should, but anyway, yeah.
Come on, man. Tottenham, they love playing City, but we all know what's going to happen next. Tottenham do this all the time. They win a game, and you think, oh look, they're very good, aren't they? Did it against United, and then just when you think they're about to build up some momentum, they go and throw it all away and start.
It's a mad game, though.
So I'm not saying they're not. Listen, we'll see with the predictions, but I'm just saying Tottenham. And consistency.
Tottenham will be where they are. I told
Tottenham
and consistency don't go hand in hand since Pochettino.
In 2024, absolutely, I agree. I agree. I don't. Our form. In fact, let's do the predictions first. Then we talk on Spurs.
Suge saying, just looking at City's injury list and bleak. If this was anyone else, they would be in a relegation battle. Bob, De Bruyne, Doku, Grealish, Rodri, Walker, Kanji, Savinho, Gvardiol. All that's some sort of
we're on that. We're on. Listen, we've got a good squad. We'll put a good 11 out, but anything below that, if we're trying to change a game, or it's not quite going our way, which this season so many times we've gone behind, or it's not going our way, we've had to change it. That's my problem. There's no plan B there now. So that team that starts has to deliver.
That's the only chat on City. So we're going to do predictions. I see a lot of people saying Thugs free. That can't be right.
Is it?
Yeah, didn't they say they recommended like 45 years?
Yeah, but I've seen a fair few comments saying he's free though. So I don't know what's going on.
Let me see this young.
If he's free, your guy Gunner might have problems. But let's talk about that another day, man.
Me and Steve are thinking there's a fella called Thug. And he's free.
Wow.
15 years probation.
Is it true, yeah?
He's a thug, innit, Steve? He's free. Fucking state of society.
That's what they're saying.
He's a thug and he's free.
Free thugs out there.
15 years probation? What kind of a way? He's lawyer than a madness. 15 years probation.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Imagine having to report to probation every week.
Steve, this guy was on case for like a 50 plus years. Like
mad.
English guy or American? Is he American?
Nah, American. You know them big charges, the RICO charges they call, were built up over like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Just want to make music, man. And that's it.
Mad. All right, cool. Tobes, Bournemouth City.
Toby, man, take a chance, man.
I might go for a draw, you know. I might go for a draw in this one.
What the?
I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. I think Bournemouth can do a little something to that Man City midfield.
2-2. SAEED?
I'm gonna go 3-1 City.
Yeah, 3-1. That's what I'm gonna stick with it. 3-1. Steve.
I'm gonna say I'd like to say we keep a clean sheet, but that ain't happening at the minute. I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
2-1 City. Matisse.
Yeah, 2-1 City.
Another 2-1. And GRIZZ.
I would say 2-1 as well, man. But I say 3-1.
Okay. 3 3-1s, couple 2-1s, and a 2-2 from Tobes. And Tobes might as well stick with you because we move on to Tottenham. We touched it on them. Obviously, Carabao Cup, you're through, beating City, United next, but Villa on the weekend, a big game.
Yeah, very big game. I agree with GRIZZ on us having to use the Man City game as a springboard. It was a good win yesterday. We didn't play well throughout. I think there was definitely spells where we were up against it, just because Man City are Man City on and off the ball. But we did what we needed to do, man. I don't really care about anyone saying, "Oh, Man City played this, Man City played that." Listen, we had to go there and win, especially after that disgusting result against Palace and the performance. We had to go there and win, and we won, man. And we won trying to play the game that we like to play, trying to press high where possible. And yeah, man, I would say we were good value for the 2-1 win. And I think Aston Villa, Matisse is also right. Matisse is spot on. I've not really enjoyed our results this season. Our performances, they've been good for the most part, but even against Crystal Palace, I can't even give us the whole, oh yeah, at least like we played well enough to get so and so. Crystal Palace, we were terrible, and even in the big part of the first half against West Ham, we were poor. The entire second half against Brighton, we were poor. There's just this team is just riddled with inconsistency when it comes to the Prem. So I need a reaction. Is applicable for Tottenham. I need a reaction this weekend. Aston Villa, obviously, they're not an easy side. Unai Emery, he's a better coach than Ange Postecoglou. He's a manager who will change things if he needs to change things. And they got a good squad. They are more than equipped to come to our ground and beat us. I mean, they've done it, the last 2 seasons on the trot. But the last time we played Aston Villa, we thrashed them 4-0 at their ground. And I'm hopeful that we can beat them at our ground, man. I think our guns beat their guns. Let's see who wins the shootout. So yeah, it's a must win for me, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, home team as well. Makes sense.
What are you saying? I'm just saying, man, it's gonna be a good game, man. What time's the kickoff?
It's 2 p.m. It's before the big one at 4:30. I'm making sure I'm getting to that studio.
Yeah. Prepare yourself. It's gonna be a good game. I mean, it's one of those ones where you know there's gonna be goals. It's gonna be open. But I agree with you. I think, you know, as much as Villa probably edge it in terms of favourites, even away from home, I'd say Tottenham have to look at it as a must-win.
It's a must-win for us. I don't think they will be favourites at our ground. I don't think they'll be favourites at our ground. We will be favourites.
Sure, they got good.
The last two seasons they've won. But the 2 seasons before that they lost. So yeah, man. I don't.
So under Unai Emery, they've been good.
Under Unai, he's never lost there. He's won there. Yeah. He's won every game he's played. But that doesn't scare me. And that's not me saying, oh, you're so confident. It's more, no, I don't really think there's loads between Spurs and Aston Villa in terms of squad quality and points and performances. I don't. And away from home, I don't really think they've played that well. Don't care if we win or lose. I don't think
away from home, they've not been.
They've played good football away from home. And if I look at our performances at home, I think we've been quite strong at home. The only team that have beaten us this season is Arsenal. And even in that game was a very close game. So, yeah, man, as I said, we must just go get the job done. I don't care how good Aston Villa are. They have to win that game of football for me.
You wouldn't take a draw?
No, I wouldn't take a draw. I need 3 points. We've lost 4 games out of 9. I don't want any more draws or drop points. Obviously, I'm not being completely realistic. Of course, Spurs are going to drop points again this season. But in this fixture, especially against a team that you're in direct competition with a supposed top 4, top 5, whatever spot you want to call it, you have to win this game of football. You just have to.
Yeah, that's fair. No super chats on Tottenham. I'm sure I saw one earlier.
People talking about Van der Ven in the chat. I don't care. Injured, fit, I don't care.
Did he really shit himself as well? Was that?
No, he didn't. That was mud.
Ross, bro, come on, be serious, man.
I think you should care though. That's quite a big loss to the way that you lot defend.
I don't care. He went off the pitch and we beat Man City.
Okay, so, but that was a different Man City. That's this is Villa who are fully charged. They rest players in
between. You know how mad it was? Did you watch this fixture last season where we had like half our team missing? Did you see the way Aston Villa were getting popped in the first half?
Okay, no problem.
What was the score again?
They beat us.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm angry. You can laugh, but that's why I'm angry. You're saying, oh,
you're angry a lot. I think you might be angry on Sunday as well.
Like 4 times in the game.
Might be angry again.
What?
Yeah.
What's that, SAEED?
I say Son was Son not the game where he was offside like 3-4 times.
Fair time.
Yeah. Son was like
Son will be back this weekend. So
yeah, man.
Let's do predictions then, Tobs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for us to win this game. I'm gonna say 3-2 to Tottenham.
3-2, a lot of goals. SAEED.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2. So am I 2-2. Steve.
2-1 Spurs.
Oh, so I was gonna say
2-1 Matisse.
2-1 Villa.
Go on, Matisse.
And GRIZZ.
2-1 Spurs.
Another Spurs win. Couple draws, 3 Spurs wins, and a sole Villa win from Matisse. Cool. All them predictions are in, people. Next one up, last one up. Liverpool home to Brighton. GRIZZ.
Yeah. As I said, pivotal weekend, man. Probably people are looking at the big fixtures. People are probably looking at, Liverpool's the one that's the home banker. Usually, there's always one little shocking surprise or something in it. Madness where you just think the hard games are dealt with, and the one that everyone's saying, Liverpool, it might be a tough game, but Liverpool win. They gave us a good game yesterday. To be honest with you, we made 8 changes. We proper changed the whole team near enough. He would have changed the whole 11 if Elliott, Jota, Alisson, and a few others weren't injured. He would have changed all 11. But it's 11 wins out of 12. We just keep winning games of football, man. By hook or by crook, by looking good or not looking good, we just keep winning games of football. And I think this weekend, I'm so desperate for a win, I can't tell you lot. You're not thinking, calm down, relax, man. What are you talking about? It's only Brighton at home. It's because of the nature of the other games. I think this is we need to get this over the fucking line. I'm so desperate to come in Monday, not the one that's dropped points. Because I genuinely think there will be some drop points this weekend somewhere. Don't know where, but I don't think all 6 will win.
It's impossible.
It's impossible anyway. Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'll be on the beach Monday in Lisbon. So before anyone says out, I'll be back for the cherries if it happens. The next.
With you, man. Can I come with you, Steve?
Come on, Lisbon. We embrace everyone here. If you lose to Chelsea, come Lisbon, man.
I'm watching it.
I will be in beautiful Istanbul.
What time is the actual thing?
Oh, mad! You're not gonna be here Monday as well.
No, Thursday.
Oh, okay, but yeah, Brighton.
Tottenham don't play on Tuesday nights, Chris. Come on.
Yeah. That's true.
Thursday nights.
Brian got some good players, man. I
Sing it,
really.
Sing it.
I'm talking about Liverpool here. It's important. It's serious, yeah. Liverpool ain't a song and a dance, my brother. You know what I mean? When it's sort of sing and dance when it's your team. You understand? It's a serious institution I'm talking about. Fucking Warhead is a league title to be won. Yeah? That's why I'm so desperate. Every game is what? Game week 10, lads. Is this game week 10?
Yeah, game week 10. Yeah.
Game week 10, and I'm telling you now, game week 10, every game is a must. It started. It's mad. Because I genuinely think it's gonna be. Wow. Look, what did we say while we were in Los Angeles? What did I say? Wild West. This season I dubbed the Wild West. I genuinely think it's Wild West this season. I know City are on top at the moment. Liverpool second, Arsenal third, or whatever, and Chelsea in and around there. It's the Wild West this season. I'm telling you now. So I'm desperate for a win. It's not a routine.
Wild West every day for me.
It's a routine. It's not a routine Brighton at home. I'm telling you now, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be awkward, but we must. There's no choice. There's no ifs and buts about it now. We must win.
Man. He's on fire.
Yeah,
man.
you put your neck out on the line a bit because you were waiting until game week 12, but you went early.
I went early. I said in my heart, I said if we avoid defeat and show something in that second half, because at halftime I was distraught. I asked these men, I was like, we're not showing nothing. We're not showing nothing. I need if Liverpool want me to believe, they got to show me something in the second half. And they did. So I believed. Because that's what supporters do, right? Supporters, look at SAEED. He's been thrown a little crumb and man's doing cartwheels and shit, yeah? So man at the top should have confidence in his team. So that's why I didn't wait until game week 12. And I think it's a title race. I think us three teams are going to be clear of the next three. I do believe that. Still, the gap's going to be there. And we're in there, man. We're in there. And credit to Slot. I don't know if you listened to his press conferences, but his character and charisma's coming out. You know, he's coming out and he's proper. He's very well spoken. Nothing like that other fucking Dutch bald fraud that we've managed to get. Oh, actually, I love him, man. Miss you already. Miss you, man. Miss you. But yeah, he's nothing like him. He's proper quirky. He knows what he's talking about. When he talks tactics, he talks sense. He's doing Sky interviews. The only fucking thing I'm pissed off about, he's been nominated for manager of the month. I don't want him to win that shit. That shit is fucking cursed, man. Like Klopp hardly ever won that shit, and he done all right. So I don't want Slot to win that, man. I hope bloody who else is in contention? Who else has had a good month?
It'd be Pep, boy. Not
Pep,
lost after.
Yeah, someone else. Who else has had a good season? No one else had a good month. But
Brighton
anyway,
have done well.
Not like that. Not to compete with
the last month.
Yeah, someone else needs to win it, man. So yeah,
maybe not in the Forest. Nuno.
You know what?
Nuno. Yeah. So
man.
Man.
What do you think of Welbeck, Grizz?
Bro, he scored an absolute banger last season. Opening 5 minutes, we can't give the lead away. We've been good at that this season, to be honest with you. But Welbeck scored a stunner last season, man. That guy Welbs, man.
He's on form, man.
Yeah. Mitoma, bro. Mitoma.
Yo, the eyes, man. Yo, leave him alone, man. Danny Wells, man.
Shall I tell you who I really rate? The kid Minter from the ball from Newcastle. Well, he was on loan. Yeah.
No, they bought him. Yeah.
I don't know who they're gonna play because Adringra cooked on yesterday. He was a bad boy.
They've got a lot of attacking options.
But they got Mitoma coming back, so I don't know what formation they're gonna play. So yeah, man. I think there's gonna be
Ferguson
goals.
Scored the other week, didn't he? First time.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be goals, and I hope we get the majority of them.
Surprise. Cool. Let me look at the super chats. None on Liverpool. Hit the like button, people, if you haven't already. We're closing in on 2,000 likes. Let's make that happen now. Just under 300 away from that. So show some love to the video. I've still got a handful of super chats left I'm going to get through after we make our predictions, because none of the super chats are on the subject of Liverpool. So we keep it moving. TOBS, Liverpool, Brighton.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 home win. SAEED.
I'm going to go for entertaining 4-2 Liverpool.
Random, but yeah, okay, I see it.
You know what? Just a random one, man. When you're at the top, you can take a little bit, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Tell them, man. They don't know about this, man. You know what I mean?
Lonely at the top.
Yeah, lonely at the top, man.
You know, I'm on the same as you, and I've got 5 correct scores, bro. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Don't worry, man. As long as I know GRIZZ is down there, man, I'm cool, man.
Oh, good. This is the up. Say no more.
Because I know he's gonna finish there, innit? So it's
like, see what I'm saying? Small club mentality. Small club mentality.
What's his forfeit, by the way?
It's listen. Let's not say it's coming soon anymore.
You got a show to finish.
Yeah.
Bro, 10 games in is crazy, man. The season might end before we get this forfeit.
Yeah.
Might have 2 forfeits at the end. Never know.
Double up.
Double or quits. Double or quits.
No.
Double or quits.
No.
Double or quits. Double or quits. You have to hold your L from last season anyway. But if you lose,
a bunch of no family, no friends, no nothing. Okay.
If you lose again, GRIZZ, yeah.
Well, finish.
If I finish last again, I'll do 3 forfeits.
No. You've already got one though. You've already got one.
Yeah, but I'm doubling up. That's what I'm saying. Or quit.
No. If you lose again, you're skydiving into a shark tank. So we're doing the best of both. You're gonna skydive into a shark tank, and we'll just see what happens at the back end of it. And
bro,
on that note,
Naga, what are those chilies called?
Oh yeah,
I want to mad ones. That's what I want.
You can't have them. We keep saying.
You must. What do you mean you can't? Why do we keep saying you can't?
Why do you think we're here now?
Well, listen, when we did the food challenge, like the wings, look at him with the wings. Like he wouldn't even eat the wings. He said, "Oh, this one's for Auntie Jemima. This one's for Denise. This one's for." He started picking them out, licking his fingers, and putting them in boxes. This brother didn't even do the challenge for the food. He said, "Oh, if I eat one more, I'm gonna be sick. My bones are clean." And you want this guy? You think he's gonna have chilies and skydiving and shots? This guy didn't even do the food challenge.
Simple. He must. That's what I gotta say.
I'm going 3-1 Liverpool. Steve.
Yeah, 3-1 Liverpool.
Another 3-1. Matisse.
Talk soon to GRIZZ. I've got something for you.
What the fuck?
I got an idea for you. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool. Yeah, this brother can hold us a reptile or something, some snakes.
And GRIZZ.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
I'm gonna go for a surprise clean sheet. I think I'm gonna go 2-0 Liverpool. I'm gonna be at the game, so clean sheet will be nice.
Surprise clean sheet. I was surprised.
I know, but I'm saying everyone's predicted.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're the only one. Yeah, actually. Yeah, that is surprising. All Liverpool wins predicted, people. So that's all of the game week 10 fixtures out of the way. I'm going to get in some super chats now. A handful of them. I've got to keep it moving because I've got Forever Arsenal to record after this as well. So let me get 3-4 in. Apologies if I miss a couple. Jordan says, Steve, can we chat about the poor recruitment from City this season? Letting Alvarez go without replacement is looking like a bad decision.
At the minute, it's not a bad decision. We're top of the league, but I know what you're saying. If there's an injury, then there's a problem, but got to keep rolling.
Varun says, no European comps, 2 points in their last 5, 12th in the table. If they fail to win, Eddie will be under the microscope. Thoughts? Guess that's on the Newcastle stuff earlier. Yeah, I mean, he already is under the microscope, so I think we all agree with this one here. Libax says, if Ben White is fine, missed Preston due to load management, also looks like there's going to be a big fight for Tchouaméni. What's the panel's thoughts?
GRIZZ has been saying the choo-choo train has started to...
No, I didn't. I said the opposite.
Is that actually true, though?
I can't see Madrid getting rid of him, but he hasn't been great. He's been poor. I've said the opposite, Matisse. I said, no, we won't be back in.
But do you think he's moving, though? I know you don't think he's coming to Liverpool.
You know what? I think... I don't. He's been. Forget great. He's been not good for Madrid. Like he's actually not been good. And
sometimes have they still been using him as centre back?
So, but that's the point because they don't really actually like him in midfield at times.
What's his level, Tchouaméni?
He was in that category, man. He was in that Jude, the top young midfielders of Europe, man.
Yeah,
Played him centre back. I wanted. They've played him centre back a few times.
That was because of the injuries. They didn't really play him there by you know. He was
but they were because the old fellas were there in it. Cruz, Modric, Valverde, Camavinga. They were preferring all those guys, and Tchouaméni wasn't getting a look in. Even when he's been fit for ages now. He's not played well.
So he needs to move because he's a player, man. So it's just
a lot of us would still take him in our teams. Let's be honest, man.
100%. You find a place.
He's a good player, but I don't think he's elite.
No, he's not elite.
No.
I've never looked at him and thought, yeah, this guy is the best CDM.
I think there'll be a few moves in January, me. I think there'll be a few moves. I think there'll be a few moves in January.
Domino type of January.
Come on.
Sometimes you get
look out for Ruben Neves as well. So
okay.
He's in Saudi at the moment, isn't it? He's in Saudi Pro League.
Oh yeah, he might come back. I've heard.
Oh, what you're gonna get Nunes' friend from Wolves?
Who? Man United.
I've just heard that Ruben Neves he could be back. He's not just City that I've mentioned him. There's other people want him, but I think he's far too good for that Saudi, and I think he can. These teams need players like Neves at the minute.
Yeah,
I'm hearing some rumors about Gyökeres as well. None of you guys have heard.
Yeah, but summer.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Well, actually, saying that, if Amorim's gone, and he's gonna think, what the fuck? Why do I have to stay loyal?
Yeah, they've got a few players. Mid-season, when they're in a title fight, I don't think they'll sell them.
They've got a midfielder called Højlund.
Hodgmund.
I'm sure it's not Hodgmund.
What's Højlund?
Hodgmund.
I'm sure it's not Hodgmund.
It's something like that.
I guarantee you, my pronunciation is closer to the.
Find it now then.
Is any Norwegians in the chat, please? Who's closer, Hodgmund or
Hjulmand? HJULMAND. Hjulmand.
No, I know how it's spelled. I just want to know if my pronunciation is closer to Saeed. It might be Saeed. I might have egg on my face. I'm just saying it's not Hajmaland.
Hajmaland. Stop saying that.
That's what he said.
Let me get a couple more in and we're going to wrap it up. Violins in the chat says, in non-football news, Matisse attempted his first crack at passing his driving test. He put the key in the exhaust and instantly failed. Yeah, that was a classic.
That was a side moment for me.
I asked for people Norwegian in the chat, but it's Danish. But still, if there's any Norwegian people, still shout me.
They can.
You really said that?
Are you mad? Like what? That's a minor mistake. Are you stupid or something?
That's a minor mistake compared to what you
know what I mean?
That's what he wants to say.
What do you reckon I would have said in that moment there? What do you reckon I would have said?
I dare not think what you would say in that situation, man. I just mistook Danish for Norwegian, and man's having a fit over there. Get out of here.
No, I'm laughing at the joke.
Last question. One word answers. We're gonna go all the way around, starting with Matisse, then TOBS, GRIZZ, ending with me. If you guys were footballers, what country would you play for? Matisse.
Maybe. Probably. I don't know. I want to play at a World Cup. Maybe I've got Spanish in me. I don't know.
Why are you thinking about what you could be?
You know what I mean? Why it take so long?
Because the thing is, my automatic answer would be Jamaica, but then I'm thinking I also want to play at the World Cup.
England's your best bet for that, but yeah, I mean,
but I don't think I get any England team. That's the thing. Then again,
you want to try
doesn't really work with Spain either.
TOBS.
Maybe Croatia.
Nigeria.
How you picking Nigeria? You never go Nigeria.
What do you mean I never go Nigeria?
You picked them, you never go.
Where was I 2 years ago?
It was one time in 30 years at Liverpool's Premier League title.
30? No.
Wow, that was such an unnecessary stray.
When was the last time you've been to Ireland?
It's 1 in 33 as well.
What do you mean?
When was the last time you've been to Ireland?
I've got various nations to.
No. But answer my question. When was the last time you've been to Ireland?
It's been a while still.
How long?
It's been a while. It's same as Liverpool's titles in the last 30 years. But Turkey and Cyprus very different. That GNA is very different, bro. But yeah, Nigeria, go on, Chris.
For me, it's very obvious, man. I'd love to play. I'd love to be the playmaker I would love to be the 10 behind Romario and Ronaldo and Ronaldinho.
Why are you picking Brazil? I'm looking this show off.
Brazil? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Brazil, man. You're crazy.
Is this question asking?
If you guys were footballers, what country would you play for?
There's no context to it. There's no
context to it. Answer what you want.
I was about to say something mad. I'm not going to
play
say
for whoever in it.
Yeah, you get cancelled, bitch ass. I know how your brain works. Grizinho behind Ronaldinho, Romario, Ronaldo. Oh, the world is in trouble.
You know what? We're gonna wrap it up with. I know mine. People know mine. Turkey. Steve is definitely England. SAEED, what's yours?
Somalia, man. Come on.
Somalia, he went, come on. He went Somalia. He went Somalia, come on. And then he was going to be a big fan. He went,
To be fair, I was going to say Somalia too, because SAEED needs somebody to mow the lawn with him after the games because the fucking shrubs that are growing out.
The grass is calm, bro.
He said the shrub,
man.
Chris Charlison. Come on, man. On that note, people.
Get the street, man. Get out of here, man. Man singing this national anthem.
He's having an heart attack there. He's having an heart attack. He's having an heart attack.
He's having a heart attack.
He's having an heart attack. Phone the ambulance. Phone the ambulance.
Phone Faz. Where's Faz? Faz is probably behind the chair. Faz.
He's had too much biryani.
Oh, man. Somalia.